God's vision for my future. This is Genesis 42, verse 5 through 9. It says in verse 5, "And the sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan." So, obviously he's listened to Jacob, or they have listened, his sons have listened to Jacob, and now they're depicting him as Israel. So just for those people who may not understand, Jacob is Israel. It's just a name that God has given him. In 6, it says, "And Joseph was the governor over the land, and he was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him with their faces to the earth. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan, to buy food. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew him not, or knew not him, And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them, and said unto them, Ye are spies, to see the nakedness of the land ye are come." So, in God's vision for my future, God showed him long time ago when he was younger that he was going to be faced with this. His brethren, as well as his family, entire family, would bow down and give obeisance to him, which means humble themselves to him. But when he first looked and saw the dream and he interpreted the dream, everyone said, well, should we bow down to you, being the youngest? But really, in the vision that he saw, it wasn't so much that they were bowing to him, but that they needed his help. Many times God will show you a vision of who you could become in him. When you become the person that God wants you to be, you're now faced with a question. Do I overrun the people? Do I make fun of those people? Do I revenge or have revenge towards these people that caused me the greatest harm within my life? But we have to remind ourselves and quicken ourselves that in God's vision and in God's ways, all his ways are ways of peace. So we have to emulate that peace. If you are looking at God's vision and saying, well, maybe God put me here so that I could put down others, you're wrong. God always puts you in a situation to help. You just have to find out how you could help. In this message of God's vision for my future, sometimes we don't see the vision come to pass. But that doesn't mean you should let go. You see, Joseph maintained himself. There's times where he fasted, times where he prayed. How do we know this? Because there's times where he did not eat, and times where he spoke to God. The time where he was in the greatest affliction is the time where he sought God the greatest. So when we are in the times of greatest fear and doubt within our lives, this is not the time to let go of God. This is the time you need to hold on to him the greatest. Don't let what's happening in your life question whether God is real or not. You know he's real. But allow it to allow you to reflect. Am I ready for what God is about to do within my life? If you know God is going to deliver you, are you ready for the change? We put it this way. Hold on to God's unchanging hand. He will make a way for you. You just got to believe.